And I like that there's an elevated rail. I mean, cities that have elevated rail are great for touring because you can get on it and go throughout the city at very low cost and kind of see a bird's eye view of the entire place. And this one's a monorail system, so it's quiet. It was going by my hotel room a lot last night and I barely heard it. So that's how I'm gonna start my little walk of the city. I'm gonna take the elevated rail down to downtown and walk around there. I'm told that there's a very good Mexican restaurant downtown, and you know me. If there's a Mexican restaurant somewhere in China, I have to try it because I miss it a lot. Transportation infrastructure here is very impressive, with all the bridges and the trains going everywhere. And because it's such a mountainous city, they cannot build a grid system of any kind. So, oh, I'm going the wrong way. So it's easy to get turned around. The city does have a reputation of being a little more gritty, a little more down to earth, a little more dirty, but it's changing that. Over the last 10 years or so, some of the most amazing architectural achievements in China have happened right here in this city. I'm starting my day at Chongqing Caves. And, you know, during the day it's pretty quiet. They say to come back here at night because it'll be more beautiful, busier. There's some interesting restaurants here, including a Mexican restaurant I just saw, an Irish pub. That might hit the spot at the end of the day, but the views from some of these restaurants look pretty amazing. It's essentially a giant shopping mall, but it's one of the larger tourist attractions in the city. It includes a snack street and, ooh, it smells really good in here, that's for sure. But I'm gonna come back here, I'm gonna swing back, I'm gonna do a giant loop of the main downtown area and come back here in the evening for dinner because that Mexican food looked really good. But first I'm gonna maybe snack on some of these things. My first impressions of the city, you know, it's a giant city. It's in the city proper, it's about 10 million people. And, you know, that's bigger than New York. And the whole metropolitan area, they say it's roughly 30 million. It's one of the largest metropolitan areas in the world. Yet most people in the West have never heard of it, but it's gaining notoriety. The place has many names, including the City of the Fog, City of the Mist. Some people call it the City of Hills, or the City of Bridges. And just in my first couple of days here, yeah, it's all of that. I have to admit that this is a very difficult city to navigate from a walking standpoint. I mean, they've got trains and buses everywhere. You can get where you need to go with a little bit of planning. But if you're just going to go for a walk in the central business district and look for interesting things, you're going to come across dead ends, you're going to come across construction zones, mountains, hills. It's kind of a nightmare, but that's also kind of what makes it a little interesting. Already I've been turned around and had to backtrack a few times. Very easy to get lost here. I just wandered into this little bird and pet market on the side of the road. We got these cute little puppy dogs. With the sticks and the ropes, they're everywhere, and their job, you hire them to run luggage up and down the hills. So guys are like, you know, a staple here in the city. Those guys are super strong and they can hike any mountain in the world, I'm sure. So one thing I've noticed about Chongqing is, you know, behind me, this is, you know, market, and then if I go this way, market, and I'm in the center of what will be soon the downtown central business district. It is changing dramatically. I mean, if I turn this way, look at all this construction. Everywhere. Modern, interesting buildings. This city will not be the same city in 10 years. It'll be completely different, especially this area. You saw what happened in the Pudong area of Shanghai. In just a short couple of years, that same thing is happening here, where the two rivers are coming together. This little peninsula where I'm at right now will forever be different. My little walkabout of this city has been marred by all this construction. Every place I try to go, I'm turned around and told to go a different direction. Very, very lost. But that's okay. I also experienced another walkabout fail. You know the famous cable car that goes across the Yangtze River to the other side of the city? First of all, the line is about 2 hours long. So it's 2 hours long to get over there and 2 hours more to come back. It's a giant tourist attraction here. And it's just basically a cable car over the river. I've done enough cable cars so far. Now check this out. I mean, even the existing buildings are getting redone. But anyways, I went to go buy a ticket because I was going to do it. But you're required to have a passport. And I left my passport at my hotel. That is a walkabout fail. So I'm near the Gongyu market down there. And it is absolutely insane how many people there are in this area. You got the shopping crowds, you've got the worker crowds, you got people delivering stuff, you've got traffic, you've got the construction traffic. It is a madhouse down here. Controlled chaos, and the police just let it go. They know better than to try and control it. You see this line right here? You see this line right here in the street? It goes on and on. It goes all over intersection. It kind of turns here and goes up that little pathway. They run the sidewalks in every single Chinese city. And I thought that they were just markers, easy access for underground utilities, but it's not. I recently learned it's for blind people so that they can run their sticks along the grooves and figure out how to get places.